Only he is him.
It's the guy, G Holy, repping gholy.com. Dare hate I won. Dare hate I won. Troy Ave, dare hate I won. All right, let's do it. Listen, we not gonna... Yo, we not dealing with the controversy and all that and this and that. Like, yo, listen, we not here for all the... Let's get to the music. That's why I'm here. I'm here for the music. Everything else, see me in the street. Anything else, I'm here for the music. When I'm here for the music. So let's do it. Dare hate I won. The intro title track, I like the way they remixed it. Originally when I heard it, it had a funny mix. Wasn't good. They remixed it. They took the intro out, you know what I mean? So when he's talking in the intro, they kind of cut that part after the first hook. And they made it one hook, you know what I mean? And so that made it really sound like an intro. So I like it. I love the track. It's the perfect way to set it off, you know what I mean? I like that he went there first instead of last. Because if you say that for last, it's not a strong enough thing to push all the way to the back. You get what I'm saying, Paul? So Black Church, man. Black Church was like, it was super cinematic. It reminds me of New York City, the album. That joint he had cigar music. Remind me of cigar music with Young Seven. Like a remixed cigar, like an up-to-date cigar music. You get what I'm saying? You know how people be doing beat flips? It's like a beat, not a beat flip, but like a updated version of the joint he did with Young Seven. As far as bars and the way he was rapping, the way he's coming on, he was like kind of like 99 to 01 Jay-Z, man. Reminded me of that type of delivery and flow and feel, and you know what I mean, the cockiness, the perspective. It was real Hovish, I ain't gonna lie. Chorus Crowd, one of the best Troy Ave songs of all time, man. He flipped the shooting situation to his own perspective. You know what I mean? Just to quote him, he said, "Son dying, that's how my plans be." But he said something before that, but he said, this is where he start. The words, you know, the bars. "Son dying, that's how my plans be. I do not abort missions. You can bring the coffins in." It's like, the plan B, son dying, abort, like, it's so much wordplay that people be missing with Av, like, because they want to pretend like he a plain rap, or they think he a plain rap. Because look, you know, Jay-Z got the same thing. People think it's so many people who think Jay-Z doesn't have any complex rhymes because he don't say the rhymes like they're complex. So just because he don't deliver them like Lupe Fiasco, they think that. Why you think Lupe Fiasco think that Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time? Because he does have those complex rhymes and schemes. It's just that the way he's coming across, he don't want to come. It's real. Some rappers have a real conversational tone where they don't want to come off like they rapping with a backpack on. It's not appealing to who they trying to appeal to. So if Jay-Z try to come off like a rapper, that's not, he's not going to grab anybody. So he got to do it like under his own weight. Like, you know, he's a regular hustler from the block that, you know what I mean, is a mastermind. So he got to rap from that perspective and like that. If he come off like super duper rapper dude, we not gonna believe his from the block stuff. So it's certain stuff that gotta happen, you know what I mean? But that don't take away from who Jay is as a rapper, because just because he don't rap like he's trying to rap good. You get what I'm saying? Troy Ave, the same thing. He also said, "I took a knee and watched my take his last breath." For me, it's certain lines that hit home. You know what I mean? Even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. You know what I'm saying? Hamo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot down. I took a knee and watched my take his last breath. That hit like one of them joints. I F with Troy Ave interlude. It was cool. It adds to the theme. It's fine. I don't care about none of that. People can't mess with Troy Ave Troy Ave is the most special when he's in this bag. That I don't care about none of that bag. Because it's like, it's not super East Coast, it's not down south, it's not West. It's like just the Troy Ave joint. Like, I like Troy Ave when he rap over, you know, the Duval music, Team Nova Boys type tracks, and even if it's not them, just something fun where the hook and the chorus could be fun, like Max B, but he gonna go in on the bars and he gonna have some wordplay. You know what I mean? Because it gotta bounce, but it's like the total package. So when Troy Ave is in this bag, nobody can mess with him. I don't care about none of that. They can't touch him. Since day one interlude, once again, just adds to the theme. You know what I mean? And I love that it's so close to the other interlude, because now we're getting into the full picture of the album. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what I be talking about. I just did a Lloyd Banks review and I said, yo, Banks don't have nothing to rap about. See, you're going to get drawn in by the context. We're going to like the raps regardless if the rap hot. But if you can't contextualize the rap with something interesting, which we see Troy Ave's life playing out in real life. So we all already interested. The entire America is interested in this right now. It's like, you got to theme it around this. So whatever's going on in Lloyd Banks' life, he should do that. And it would be more interesting, even if the songs is boring, because the beats is boring. But anyway, this I just wanted to say, because I just did it. People might think I'm coming down on Banks. No, like, you have to contextualize your music. Nipsey Hussle talked about that. He said, we like Jay-Z albums according to what he was doing at the time. When he just coming back from retirement, that's the only thing he has. Not that exciting. Even if the album was dope. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, around Blueprint, it's a whole different context. Black Album is his album he's going out. It's a whole different context. Reasonable Doubt, he's just coming in. Volume 2, he has something to prove. So every time there's something going on in his life that is easily themable, then we have the best time listening to the Jay-Z record. It's like that with anybody. You got to draw us with the interest around it and then go, this is why you should stay. You got to get somebody to come into the circus and this is why you should stay. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, Belly of the Beast, classic hip hop sample, you know what I mean, type joint, but this is my least favorite joint. It kind of feel filler, but it is dope, but it's just my least favorite on the tape. If Daddy Goes to Jail, listen, you will almost cry from the intro alone. From the intro alone, you'll almost cry. It's a standout track amongst a great batch of songs, you know what I mean? It drives home the point that of the theme of the album once again. And the chorus is a bit cringy, but it's not hard. It's like, Daddy, where have you been? You get what I'm saying? And the outro is a bit long, but it's a track that you have to hear. I feel like it's a must-hear track. And like I said, the hook is a bit cringy, but so is Daddy, where have you been? You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's just cringy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's his son singing, "What if Daddy go to jail?" It's great in the context of the album, just like everything else. Mad Broke interlude is hilarious. Calling Manolo Rose Mad Broke is hilarious. When I saw the Manolo Rose thing, I knew it was gonna end up on Troy Ave album, because I know how Troy Ave do and think. So it's no surprise, and it plays out so well. It plays so well. Like, people be playing right into the hands of Troy Ave, right? Like, anyway, Mad Bout, yeah. Mad Bout sounded worse as a single. It sounded worse as a single when it was just like out before the album. Here it works a lot more. Oh, okay, yeah. And it was an Instagram, I'm reading my notes. And it's an Instagram clip, like, type track. Like, it's more made for Instagram clip than a, like, you know, a dope album filler track. You get what I'm saying? It's made for memes. And so it does work on the album, but mostly due to the way that it's placed. Like, where it's placed, it just works. But it works more as a TikTok Triller meme type of thing than, like, an actual track on the album. But once again, they cut it early, so it's good. Long as you can get away with anything for a minute. So it's cut early, and then, you know, living what I rap about. Listen, this has some of the worst lines of the whole tape on here. And I mess with AVE lyrically. This has some of the worst lines of the whole tape. I wear a lot of sweatsuits, but I ain't sweating nothing. That's a miss. I'm talking about airball. That was an airball. The Michael Jordan line too. Airball. It's not filler though. It's not a filler track, because the messaging is important to the theme once again. So it's not a filler track. he just had a lot of misses. And I get it. He did the that was 3 basketball references, but when you see me shoot, he brought it back, so it was good. But he had a lot of misses on there. It was too short to have that many misses, but overall, I probably listened to it a bunch of times anyway. And the outro / prayer, it's consistent with the Troy Ave brand. You know what I mean? I think it's the perfect way to end the tape off, because Troy Ave brand is like a personable brand. Like Troy Ave, you feel like it's somebody you could like walk up to and just have a conversation with. So those type of people, like DMX, you get what I'm saying? DMX in his with a prayer, and DMX was the type of person you can walk up to and have a conversation with. He's got stories of people walking up to him having 4-hour conversations, like he ain't got nowhere to go, nothing to do. You know what I mean? So especially when he's in Arizona, talk to anybody from Arizona about DMX. And so it's good that he ended that, not only for the theme of the album that he ends with that record, but for the Troy Ave brand. God is great, paper straight, stay prayed up, haters lose. You get what I'm saying? It just drove the point all the way home. And Don't Lie to Me, which is like be considered a bonus at this point because we already did the outro. I remember he was having a contest for who could be the female vocalist on the song. And the female vocalist that he got, she sound good, she sound complimentary. And it's a great way to end the album because the album was kind of dark. You know what I mean? It was kind of dark. Depending on how you interpret what's going on, it's kind of dark. So it's a more lightened up way to finish the album. You don't want to make a great piece of art that nobody wants to listen to. Let me say it again. You don't want to make a great piece of art that nobody wants to listen to. So it's got to be feel good first, and then entertaining second, and then everything else come after that. Ask Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar dropped a great piece of work that nobody wants to listen to. Nobody listened to it, but everybody think it's great. That don't make no sense. So it's good when you leave people with, on a lighter note, because though like, it's like this. It's like when we have a business meeting and y'all talking about some serious stuff, y'all crunching numbers, everybody all stressed, uptight, I'm gonna have to do more work, whatever it is, the company about to go under. But then somebody ends the meeting with a joke. And you go, ha, grab your briefcase, leave. You leave on a high note, even though you just had a dark time. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like this song was necessary at the end. So, everybody just end off with everybody feeling good. And I felt good about it. This is a classic Troy Ave album, man. It's a classic Troy Ave album. Even if it's not a classic album, it's a classic Troy Ave album. And it's going to be really hard to debate this as not one of the best albums of the year. I know in the end, I might end up saying it's a classic. But for me, Troy Ave has 3 classics. 3 classic albums. 3 classic joints. I would say New York City, the album, definitely classic. I would say Bricks in My Backpack 3, definitely classic. I would say White Christmas 3, definitely classic. Then you got New Pop, great album. You got Rolling Collins was slept on. I ain't gonna lie, I think I might have came up with New Pop. I ain't gonna lie, because when the Rolling Collins dropped, I was like, yo, I just came through the comments like, yo, it's like on your Tupac joint, you know what I'm saying? Because it just reminded me of that. I don't know if that was what he was going for, but you got you got 2, you got White Christmas 2, you got 5. You got what's the joint you threw everybody on? With 100 Million and the joint with Fat Joe on there, and the joint right after New York City, the album, and then he did a Reloaded. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. The other joint too, the 2022 season, and the joint right before that, like so many joints, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like Troy Ave been super consistent, and only Griselda, as far as work output and quality, can match. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about output and quality. There's only a few. Man, let me not say only. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot. You got a few people. You got Ransom. You got a couple other. But I'm just saying, like, he's amongst the elite people, and he could drop every day and still keep the same quality. So I'm happy with this joint. I I gotta check out Richer Than My Haters too. Like, it's too much music. So yeah, man, it's the guy G Holy, repping Gholy.com. That was a review of Troy Ave. Dead Hate, I won. And to my haters, you already know I won, because I'm still here. Look at me. Check me out. We out.
Yeah, and self-esteem is at an all-time low. The people feel without the filters, they ain't got that glow. And everybody think everybody doing better than them, but they fake when it's time to define better again. I push product, the soul is not for purchase. Learn the difference between priceless and worthless. Listen to how I paint pictures. Them shits ain't vivid for nothing. You can't get it, you frontin', you ain't lived it. And Keisha got her ass shots now. My youngin' came home from jail, he got his ass shot down. Crazy part about it, that was a man. Oh well, 100K on the gram is waist trainers to sell. The good news, I heard that cloud is bitcoins in hell. You play with me, then you gon' join them as well. Make that appointment myself, this is some truths I've been anointed to tell. To live and die on earth, not on Bell. My angels sing.